sir. But seems like you are very
Loud and clear, sir.
Huh?
Loud and clear.
You're hearing me loud and clear.
Well, if I take off my earphone, I wouldn't hear you at all.
Well, you better keep it on.
Yes.
sir.
Yes.
We are barely hearing you, sir.
We are hearing Sister Sarah's purpose.
We are hearing
Hello?
Sister Eunice better than you, sir.
I am not hearing you, Woody.
Well, what I was saying, sir, is that we are barely hearing you, sir. In fact, we are hearing Sister Solis better than you, sir. I don't know if the issue is on your side now. Yeah.
It is still muffled. I can't hear what you're saying.
Sir, it is the same thing. As you cannot hear us properly, we cannot hear you properly either, sir.
Oh,
Right.
I see. Well, I am hearing Sister who pop up clearly.
Yes.
And I'm hearing Roy, are you hearing me?
Loud and clear, sir.
And Roy's hearing me loud and clear. What about Owen?
Yes, sir.
Are you hearing me?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Are you at the building or are you at home?
But not frequently.
Are you at home or are you at the building?
Oh, me?
Mhm.
Yes, I'm at the building.
Okay, okay. Listen, I am coming tomorrow to collect all of my papers.
Okay.
Sir,
I came last week, but it looked like you were in a class.
yes, we were in a class. But sir, we get them for a title already, so you would have when I give
I
my
am not. So Tito has the papers?
he has mine, sir. I gave it to
Okay.
him.
Okay, I am going to ask him to collect the rest for me, and he will keep all of them. So when I come, I wouldn't have to come from room to room.
All right, sir. Okay. And sir,
Thank
when
you.
so you will stay at the building to well mark them, sir, to grade them.
No, I can't mark them there. I'll be marking them at my house. I don't have enough time to mark them at the building.
All right, sir. No problem.
Okay. So we're supposed to begin at lesson 13.
Yes, sir.
Excuse me a second, sir.
That's all right.
What was done, Brother?
So anyone has any question about lesson 12 as we move on? A
Yes,
question,
sir.
yeah, about the translation, you mean?
Well,
About the whole chapters,
Hello?
about the whole lessons, Israel is asking for review.
I am not hearing you clearly.
But Israel is asking for a review of the lessons that we
Oh. Well, tell him he can do the review. When I come tomorrow, I'll give him the review individually.
all right, sir. We thank you.
Okay. All right, so we're going to begin with the words. And we are looking at the imperfect middle and passive indicative. Okay?
Sir,
The imperfect passive and middle?
sir,
Yes, sir.
will you really be at the building tomorrow, sir? Because it is not the first time you said that we come, sir.
Hello?
Will you be? I'm asking if you will really be at the building, sir.
Why?
Because it is not the first time. Since last month, sir, you said you will come. Never come.
But I was there last week and you were in a class. And I was there the week before too as well.
Well, sir, we are dealing with the Tuesdays, Tuesdays.
No, I don't come on Tuesdays because sometimes there is no need. But I was there last week, Wednesday, but you were in a class. And I was there the week before, Friday, and I didn't see you either, so I don't know. So it's not that I don't come. It only means I don't come the day you are expecting me to come, but I normally come Tuesday and teach.
Exactly.
But I don't come on Tuesday. I normally come because what happened? If my wife has an appointment on Wednesday, then I can come to Kingston Tuesday and Wednesday. I have to come to Wednesday.
All right, sir, no problem.
Right. So let's go. So, where is Israel?
I'm here, sir.
Okay. We're going to begin with Stolen is there?
Yes, sir.
Right, good. All right, Solen,
Yes, sir.
I die.
Lesson 13, sir.
Yes, yeah, page lesson 13.
Yes, sir. All right. Aponesco.
Apothnesco. Okay. Book. Woody.
Biblion.
And Israel. Demon.
Diamond.
Huh?
Diamond.
Okay. Roy. Roy? Roy?
I'm here, sir.
Okay, well, I didn't hear your answer. I can. I'm able. Eh?
The Von Montai.
What?
Do not mind. Do not mind.
What? Do not may I? Owen, I drive out.
Ekbalo.
Ekbalo. Huh? Sister Hooper, you want to give it a try?
I have no idea what you're talking about.
Oh, you have the notes. I realize that. So let's go back now to Salim.
Yes, sir.
I go out of, right, and Woody, immediately.
You do, sir.
Okay, and Roy, conjunction.
Eta.
Eta, all right, you say Eta. All right, you say Eta. Never mind. Okay, what's his name? Israel, C. Palasa. Okay, and Roshan, when am I going to Roshan? Is Roshan? Mr. Anatobe, Furon. So now tell me my name.
Kronos.
Huh?
Orange.
Owen. So now tell me my name. I'm telling you.
The name is on the screen there.
Okay, well, I don't see the screen.
Okay.
Yes. What the guy name? Selin. I cleanse, purify.
What was that, sir?
I cleanse, purify.
Oh, all right. Catalizo.
Catarizo. Catarizo. R-R-I. Catari-R-I. Okay. Now we have ready and not.
Today.
Today. And Roy. Therefore. Roy.
Yes,
Therefore.
sir. Ovan.
Ivan. All right. Ready. Ready. Ready, are you there?
Yes, sir. I'm here, sir.
Yeah. Tell him what that word means for me. He said Uvan. Therefore, tell him how therefore should be pronounced.
Oh, un.
Un.
Yes, sir. Un.
Right. Un. Un.
Exactly, sir.
Okay. All right. Israel.
Yes, sir.
There, not.
Okay. How about you?
Okay. Both. Selling.
Lion.
And Woody.
Yes, sir.
And.
Hey.
Thank you. So you know, sir, you are 1, 2, 3. We have 3 what? Sets of words. You're trying to tell for me. 3 sets of words. Vocabulary. We have those from the imperfect middle. We have those from the imperfect active, and we have those
Sir, what do you mean? We have
from the perfect middle and passive. Huh?
We are hardly hearing you, sir.
What do you mean, sir? We can't hear you.
Hello?
Yes, sir.
We are hardly hearing you, sir.
I'm not hearing you.
We did not hear what you said, sir.
I said we have 3 sets of words to study.
To study for this,
Yeah.
all come, sir. All we have been doing, remember, sir.
We have lesson 13, lesson 12, and lesson 11.
What?
Okay. I'll find out way. I will talk to Tito after I finish talking to you, and let's see how we can work that out for next week for the first period.
Oh, sir. Hold on, sir.
Yeah?
So we will not have them at the same time.
No, maybe have 2, maybe have 2. Maybe have 2 and then 1 after.
Or we can have one and then the last one.
No, I'll give you 2. Since you are so bright, I'll give you 3, Woody.
Sorry, sir?
Since you are so bright, I'll give you 3 at once.
No, sir. That's I'm not right.
Okay, all right, let's go.
Yes, I'm right.
Let's go. Owen?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, start the ball. Forms of the imperfect, middle, and passive indicative. Remember how the word imperfect is defined?
Not really.
Roy, when we talk about the imperfect tense, how would you define that?
It's not in the proper sense.
Not in the proper sense.
Yes, sir.
I understand that from a smart guy like you. Let me hear now. Israel. Israel?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
What do you understand by the term imperfect tense?
Yes, sir.
What do you understand from that?
The imperfect tense is we call that in like in continuation time. Like if the verb is the present, future, past, or perfect. Imperfect. All right. That's all right. The action has been in the past, but still continuing.
Right. It is continuous action in the past time. Continuous action in the past time. Like the word L1. How would you define the word L1?
Sorry, sir.
L1.
What was that, sir?
Okay. L1.
Sir, we are not hearing you, sir.
You're not seeing it?
What was the question, sir?
I'm asking you, how would you translate the word L1? L1.
As in the imperfect.
Well, that is imperfect. Because L1 is imperfect. Lu is present tense. Lusa is future tense. And Lusa is aorist tense. So L1 is imperfect. How would you define the word L1?
I was using that's the first and the other one is they were.
Huh?
I was losing at the first and they were losing.
Right. Either I was or they were based on the context. Thank you. Owen.
Yes, sir.
How would you define the word passive?
Passive.
Yeah.
Hold on, I'm coming.
You come in? You're coming to Highgate?
Okay.
Yes, Owen. Passive voice.
Passive is has to do with the subject is participating in the action itself.
Okay. Mr. Solin,
Yes, sir.
do you agree with what Owen has just said?
What did you say, sir?
In here, he says the passive voice is that the subject is acting so as to participate in the action. Is he correct?
Oh, he said that.
Yes. He said the subject is
He said the subject is participating in the action.
no, sir.
So if he's wrong, tell him the right thing now.
Well, in the passive, the subject does not make an action, but it is being acted upon.
So okay, Woody,
Yes, sir.
you want to throw some light on that for me?
Yes, sir. I completely agree with what I said. And the passive word, the subject is like being acted upon. The agent.
Right. Exactly. So the passive voice means the subject is being acted upon by an outside force or an outside agent. Very good. Okay. So Mr. Owen, continue now.
A, the form. Hold on. I guess I'm in there. Okay. The middle and passive of the imperfect are identical in form, just as they are in the present tense.
Okay, so let me ask you a question now. Do you understand what it means to say that they are identical in form? What do you understand from that?
All right. What it is saying is just like the example of Luan, sorry. L1 is in the singular form and it also in the plural, third person plural, but based on the context, we know the difference.
No, I don't get that.
No, because earlier it said, that's why I go to that, earlier it said the middle and passive of the imperfect are identical in form, which means they are the same.
Right. They are written the same. And he gave an example. He says, just as they are in the present tense. And if you look at page 50, and you will see another example there. Turn to page 50.
Yes, I'm at page 50.
Have you seen luomai, present middle, present passive?
Okay, yes.
Okay, go on to page 60. Page 60. Have you seen that, Owen?
You mean where I just read?
No, you have just read from page 59, so that's page 60.
Okay. $60 or $50, you say?
I said 60, 60.
Okay. Yes, I'm at page 60.
Okay, what is the third person singular for the imperfect middle? Huh? The third person singular for the imperfect middle.
For imperfect middle, that is elueto.
And what is the third person singular for the imperfect passive?
First or third?
I said third again.
Okay, elueto.
So therefore, they have the same form. They are written the same, but they have different what? Function.
Okay.
Look at the definition for the same third person singular of the middle imperfect, third person singular. It is what?
Third person.
The definition of it, yes, of the middle imperfect.
That's on the same page 58.
Page 60 as to the definition.
No, because mine is on page.
I said page 60.
Yeah, mine is on page 58.
All right. Well, tell me what's on page 58 then.
You have imperfect middle indicative and imperfect passive indicative.
Okay, what it says.
So the imperfect for the third singular is eluete. And you find the same.
No, I'm asking, so how would you translate elueto in the imperfect middle?
Okay. He, she, it was losing himself or herself or itself.
And how would you translate the imperfect passive elueto?
He, she, it was being loose.
Okay, have you seen the difference? The first one, the subject is taking part in the action, but the second one, the subject is being acted upon by an outside force or an outside agent. Have you seen that?
Yeah.
Good. Continue reading now.
Okay. The difference between the two voices is one of function and can only be determined from the context.
Mhm.
To
So therefore,
form.
it is the context will tell you whether it is imperfect middle or imperfect passive. So if you try it at imperfect middle and it doesn't flow smoothly, then you're going to say, no, it got to be. And there will be some indicators that will be telling you that it is imperfect middle or imperfect passive, especially if it has the word upo, which is a preposition. Well, again, it is simply saying that's passive voice. Continue.
To form this tense, place the augment before the present stem. Add the connecting vowel omicron and epsilon.
So
Then
where do you place? So where do you place the connecting vowels? What are the what is the rule that governs the placing of these two vowels?
O comes before mu and nu,
Mm-hmm.
and epsilon comes after any other word.
Continue. Very good.
Then attach the middle and passive ending.
Mm-hmm.
Thus, the sequence is augment plus present stem plus connecting vowel. That is omicron and epsilon plus ending. And you have equal imperfect, middle, and passive. For low, the process for forming the imperfect is in the summary below. Now, the summary says epsilon, which is the augment, plus low, the present stem, plus omicron, the connecting vowel, plus men, that is the ending, elumen, imperfect, middle, and passive, indicative, first person, singular.
Okay. Have you seen the word dunamai?
Yeah, dunamai,
Yeah, dunamai. Yeah. What verb is that? What word is that?
dunamai, in perfect.
Okay. Woody,
Yes, sir.
tell them what dunamai is.
I'm not seeing.
Huh?
I'm not seeing where you are, sir.
We don't see it. Look in the
I
vocabulary.
can. I can.
So do
That
I.
one.
No,
What kind of word is
dative.
that? No.
Sir,
Is what?
where are you reading, sir? We are not seeing it.
Huh?
Any of the
Have you seen it?
no, sir.
With
Okay. Selim.
The same thing, sir.
and
We
so
are not,
do I see.
not seeing where you are.
Selim. Have you seen the word in the lesson 13 in the vocabulary? Do you know may I?
Oh, and the vocab. Oh, all right, sir.
You are in the vocabulary, sir?
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
And what kind of word is that?
Deponent.
Deponent. Exactly. So, when
Yes, sir.
have you seen the DB on that word? It means deponent. It doesn't mean dative, it means deponent.
Okay. That's
Okay.
that's the problem I've been having. I've been looking at it as dative.
Okay. Okay. So who is now? Israel.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, read page. I don't know what page you have in your book. Mine says 60 is an old book. Maybe you have a new book of 58. Look at the word. Look at the imperfect middle indicative. What is it? Give me the first, second, and third person singular and plural. With their meaning.
Sir,
Yes, sir.
where are you, sir? We are not following.
I am right in my living room, sitting down.
Oh, we are coming to it. Wait for us.
And which
I said, look, the imperfect tense, imperfect middle.
all right. Fluor,
Yes. So I asked Israel to do that.
yeah. Singular. Man.
No, it is first person singular.
Yeah.
Okay? And the first person singular is what?
Man.
Right. And the second person singular is what? And the third person singular is what? First person plural. And the second person plural. And the third person plural. Okay. Thank you. Why?
Yes, sir.
Do the same for me. First person singular for the imperfect passive, and I want the meaning as well.
Men.
And it means what?
I was being loose.
Right. Second person singular.
Eluo.
I want the definition.
You are being loose.
Okay, third person singular.
Eluote. Eluoto.
Elueto.
She, it was being loose.
Give me the first person plural and its definition.
Eluomenta. We were being loose.
The second person plural.
Elu tete.
No. Give that a try. Yes.
Eluet.
Stay.
You were being loose.
Okay.
Eluanto. They were being loose.
Very good. Okay. Read the remainder of the verbs which are the defective.
Me, sir?
Yes.
Verb which are defective are deponent in the present are also defective in imperfect. In this case, there is no active form, and the middle or passive form will have the active function. For example, the verb ekro.
Spell the word.
E-R-C-A.
So how you pronounce it? So how you pronounce E-R? E-R. And spell the rest of the word.
C-H-O-M-A-I.
And how you pronounce that? No. It's Erkomai. Pronounce it again.
Erkomai.
Okay, continue. Comma in the imperfect is also what? Continue.
In the imperfect is men.
Hurry of co. Spell the word again. I pronounce that. So I pronounce ER.
Sir.
Okay, and then is CHOMEN. How I pronounce that?
Cromen.
Yes, it's komen. Komai is deponent, but it is present active. So you know what the word komai means?
I was coming.
No. Komai. Komai. You know what that word means?
Yes.
That is present deponent. You know what that means?
No,
Tell him for me, Israel. I come. Okay? And have you seen the word komen? I was coming. So I come present tense. I was coming imperfect tense.
Oh.
Okay, continue now.
Also, pro, E-O-R-E.
Huh?
Come in, sir. I'm just trying to figure out this word.
Spell it.
P-O-R.
Okay, and no, how pronounce P-O?
Po.
Okay, and the rest is what?
R-E-U.
Okay, so I pronounce R-E-U. R-E.
Re.
Okay, and next one is what?
O-M-A-I.
So I pronounce the word now.
Pore.
Yeah, go ahead.
Porikomai.
Okay, good. Uri, help him for me.
Sir?
Yes, help him for me.
Yes, sir. Poemai.
Who am I? Because the EU is a diphthong where you have the two words come together to give one sound. So it is Porumai. Okay, continue for me. Continue for me.
Sir,
Yeah, yes, sir.
you said two words. It is not two words, sir, but two vowels.
What?
You said two words. Form diphthong. It is two vowels.
Same thing. Thank you. But same thing. Continue. What the guy name?
Portland.
Yes.
Right, right, sir. Right, sir. In the imperfect is
Spell it.
E-P-O-R-E. U-O-M-E-N.
Pronounce that. Eporumen. Eporumen. I
Yes,
was
sir.
what?
I was going.
So what do you think the word poromai means?
I go.
It's right. Good. Very good. Thank you. Solen,
Yes, sir.
13.3 conjunctions.
Conjunctions in Greek, as in English, connect sentences, clauses, phrases, and words. Greek has some special uses of conjunctions which are not worthy. Well, not worthy. The two main types which appear in the New Testament are coordinating and subordinating conjunctions. Coordinating conjunctions usually connect two equal grammatical elements, whereas subordinating conjunctions introduce dependent clauses. Example of
Introduce what? Introduce dependent clauses. So that's the difference between coordinating and subordinating. Okay, continue.
example of coordinating conjunctions used frequently are kai, de, te, e, ala, ute, ude, and un.
Mm-hmm.
The subordinating conjunctions are oti and ina.
Hati, and hina. Notice that they have the rough breathing markers. Hati and hina.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
See lesson 24.
Yes.
A conjunction often expresses a change in progression of thought. An example is in Romans 12, verse 1, where the conjunction kun, therefore, leads to an entirely new subject in the epistle.
Continue.
Yes, sir. Parakalo kun umas adelphoi.
Read it again one more time again.
Sorry, sir.
Read it again one more time. Parakalo.
Sir.
Yeah.
Parakalo umas adelphoi.
Okay. And give me the English for that now.
I heard, therefore, you brothers.
Okay. And that is rough. Give me the smooth now.
I urge you, therefore, brothers.
Thank you. Okay. Uri,
Yes, sir.
read C.
Guide has other uses, known as the simple connective sense is often used to mean also or even. When it conveys one of these two meanings, it appears immediately in front of the word with which it is connected. The context and position of the word will determine the translation of kind. Also, kind can be used as a correlative when it appears as kind, and then kind, meaning both and example. Well, both.
Okay, so wait, pay attention to that. Once you see two Kais in one sentence, it should be translated as both. So the first of the both and. It's not and. It is both and. Both men and women. Okay? So it's not and men and women. It is both men and women. Is that clear?
Yes, sir.
Continue.
Example. E baptiza de cae con Estefana oikon. I baptized, but also the of Stephanas household. I baptized. This is very smooth now. I baptized the household of Stephanas also.
Okay.
Yes.
Thank you. Israel.
Yes, sir.
Continue.
In conjunction, A is used much like time as a connecting particle and also
Particle.
and also as a correlative meaning. Both.
Yes, just like Kai. Both and just like Kai. Continue.
A correlative conjunction implies a reciprocal or complementary relationship. As a correlative, K appears either as A or K, as A or Kai, or with K Kai together. It is also a portraitive, but in the New Testament, K never experiences a region of T apostrophe.
Okay. Continue.
For example, in the sin, Kai, Babaois. The Greeks both.
No, you haven't finished yet. You have suffice.
So first, the Kai are no anointed. Obey test. Amen.
Okay. All right. Continue. Give me the word first.
Yes. The Greeks, both of them, to the barbarians, to the wise, both of them, to the foolish, the dog, I am.
Okay, so give me the smooth now.
I am the dog, both to the kind, the Greeks, and to the barbarians, both to the kind, the wise, and to the foolish.
Thank you. Thank you. All right. Owen.
Yes, sir.
E.
E. Ode can be a simple negative connection.
Connective.
Connective, sorry.
Yeah.
And as such is translated and not or nor. And the example is uk estin matetes.
Matetes.
Uper matetes. So uk estin matetes uper ton didaskalon. Ude duolos. Uper. Uper. Ton. Kurion.
Ton. It's ton, not one. Ton.
No, ton. I said ton.
Okay. Sorry.
Ton. Kurion. Auto.
Okay. Give me the roughs first.
Not is disciple above the teacher, nor servant above the Lord is. And the smooth. A disciple is not above his teacher, nor is a servant above his Lord. Matthew 10:24.
Okay, there are two words in this translation, which if I ask you to translate, I would expect you to translate them a little differently. Like the word estin. How would you translate the word estin?
Extinction,
Yes.
they are.
Estin?
Is.
He is.
Yes. Yes, it is he is. Not he is. And the word matetes, is that in the nominative case?
Matetes.
No, sir.
You sure?
Yes, sir. This is
Is matatus first declension noun or second declension noun?
Second. First, sir. First.
Huh?
First.
Right, it's a first declension noun. Okay? And then now, when you look at the word matatus,
it is genitive, sir, or ablative.
no. Go and see. Go back and see.
Okay, go ahead, sir.
Look at lesson 5 and see.
Yes, sir. I'm on lesson 5, sir.
Huh?
Matetus, sir. Lesson 5.
Okay. And that is nominative.
No, sir. That is not
It's
right.
what?
Genitive and ablative, sir.
Why? Why is it genitive and ablative?
The ending, sir.
Okay. I want for you to read this over again. And you will see that there are two masculine nouns in here. What are the two masculine nouns in this example here? Hello? What are the two masculine nouns in here? In this lesson here. Lesson 5. Lesson 5. What are the two masculine nouns in that vocabulary? Huh? So therefore, those two words are nominative.
Yes,
All the rest are feminine,
yes,
and
sir.
so therefore, huh?
Yes, sir. What is it? Sorry.
Okay. So it should be not he is a disciple above the teacher, nor doulos servant. It should be a servant, okay, above the Lord. And auto is what? What case is auto?
Sir.
What case? Huh?
Sir, should be
Is what? What genitive. So therefore, how should that be translated?
Of his.
Of him.
Of him. Sorry.
Of him. Right. So that is why it says a disciple is not above his teacher, nor a servant above his Lord. Okay. Who have read it? What the guy name again? Ron, Owen, you read a while ago?
Yes, sir.
Okay, what about you now, Roy?
Yes, sir.
Continue.
So, sir,
Yes, sir.
so even though in the translation it say half of his, no, a disciple is not above his teacher, nor is a servant above his Lord, even though it says in the genitive of him. When you use the word his, it is still correct.
But listen, I want for you to convince me that you understand how to translate the word auto. Okay? So it is in the genitive, it is of him. But in the smooth now, of him mean it is his.
Okay.
Okay? Yeah. Continue now, Roy.
Yes, sir. At the other time, would is used emphatically and should be translated not even again. This use is determined by context.
Very important.
Would they?
Mm-hmm.
Solomon and
Solomon,
Passive
mhm.
ducks.
Duze, duze, uh, D-O-Z-A-I-S-A. Yes?
Right, sir, ducks?
Hello?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So the next one now.
Auto
Mm-hmm.
per e balleto os en tuftan.
Tautan.
Tautan.
Yes. So
Not
give me the
even,
rough.
not
Eh?
even Solomon in all the glory of him was dressed like one of these.
Okay.
Smooth. Not even Ude Solomon in all his glory was dressed like one of these.
Right. Continue now. The last one is who? Selim.
Yes, sir.
The last one.
Who stay. Oh, all right. A third use of ude is as a correlative in which ude is translated neither now.
So therefore, once both of those words are in a sentence, the first one should be translated neither, and the other one should be nor. Neither John nor Mary. Okay?
Yes, sir.
Continue. Give me an example now.
Yes, sir. Example. U speusi ude teri zusi ude sunabusi eis apothekas.
Apothekas. Yes.
Yes.
Continue. You give me the rough first.
Do not they sow, neither they reap, now gather into barns. Now the smooth. They do not sow, neither do they reap, now gather into barns, according to Matthew 6:26.
Written bar.
It seems like something wrong with Brother Dunbar internet.
Yes.
Hello?
Yes, sir.
Anybody's there? I'm sorry.
Yes.
The current went a while ago, and so the internet went.
Oh, all right.
Yes, sir.
Okay. All right. So, Celine,
Yes, sir.
give me the smooth now.
They do not, so neither do they reap. Now gather into bonds. Matthew 6:26.
Your current gone out too?
Sorry, sir.
I didn't hear the rest of the sentence. I want to hear they do not. They do not what?
Oh, you did not hear, sir.
I didn't hear you because maybe the voice, some of the volume or something.
They do not, so neither do they reap. Now gather into bonds.
Good.
Matthew 6.
Look at the word sunagusin. What person is sunagusin? Sunagusin. What person is that?
Person.
Third person plural, sir.
Okay. And is that person active or is that passive or middle?
This is present indicative, sir.
Okay. And if it is present indicative third person, how should that word be translated?
They gather.
Be gathered, exactly. So again, I want for you to pick up all these little things, so when I give you translation, I am convinced that you know exactly what you are doing. Okay, I know it's minutes to 12. We're gonna have a 1 hour class today because I can't go over to lesson 14 because your work is piling up. So I would advise you that you take the remainder of the class and do the translation that I'm going to give you now.
Okay, sir.
Okay.
Yeah.
Mr.
20 divided by how much?
Daniel. Mr. Daniel. Hey, I'm teaching a class now. I'm teaching a class now. This is not Michael. I am teaching a class now. I said I'm teaching a class now. Gentlemen, are you ready?
Yes, sir. Yes, we are.
Okay. So the first is how many in the class? 5? Huh? 5. Okay. So the first 4 is for Roy. That's from 1 to 4. And from 5 to 8, supposed to be Owen. From 9 to 12 goes to Israel. 13, 14, 15, 16 goes to Woody. 17, 18, 19, 20 goes to Celine. Go to Celine.
So this is the second time I'm getting the same lineup.
Yes, man, because you are in that line. Next
5
time,
to 8.
no, because you are in that line.
5 to 8.
Yes, we are in that line. So therefore, if you are playing lotto now, you would have buy that number and you win.
Well,
I second time for me to worry.
All right. Well, you gotta go buy pick 3 now.
Pick 4, sir.
Pick 4.
well.
Okay. So I want for you to take the class and spend time doing them, translate them in the rough word for word, and then I want the smooth translation. Okay?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. And Woody,
Yes, sir.
are you the one who is responsible for sending notes to Sister Hooper?
Sorry, sir. I didn't get the question, sir.
Are you the one responsible for sending information to Sister Hooper?
What, sir? I'm not hearing you.
Are you the one responsible for sending information to Sister Hooper?
No, sir, but I can help with that, sir.
Right. Can you send her lesson 3?
Yes, sir.
Huh?
Yes, sir. I will before class tonight on Saturday. I will do so, sir, before the class. Your mic is muted, sir. We are not hearing you, sir. Your mic is muted, sir. We just, all right.
Are you hearing me now?
Yes, sir.
So can she depend on you to get it?
Sorry?
Can she depend on you to get it today?
Yes, sir, definitely.
And I think she said that some of the footnotes and the 2 previous lessons are missing. So you need to send those to her as well.
Yes, sir.
Maybe you can communicate with her and she will tell you exactly. Okay?
Yes, sir.
All right. And remember, prepare for your test because I am going to call Tito right now. And as a matter of fact, I'm going to bring the test tomorrow and give it to him.
We will bring the test tomorrow.
Yes, and he will supervise you either one day this week or if you want it next week, Tuesday. But you have to do the first 2 lessons. The one I tell you, that was lesson 12
Sir.
and lesson 11.
Sir.
Hello? Yes, sir.
So basically we will have to do 2 tests tomorrow.
Well, yeah, you have to get 2, it's 2 separate sets of vocabulary. So I want to give them separate. Unless I give them in one and you get 1 mark for both of them.
Class will end up 3:30 tomorrow.
Sir, we will have class throughout the entire day.
I'm not saying that he should give it to you tomorrow. I'm not saying tomorrow, but I said I am going to deliver it to him tomorrow.
All right.
But we get the first one before, and then after we can move on the other one. Probably.
Hello?
Yes, sir. What I'm suggesting is that we get the first one on the appointed day, and then after we can do the other one on other days, sir.
Okay, but I know that I want them ready before next week, Tuesday.
All of them, sir?
No, 2. Number 11 and 12.
Basically, we have only 3 days left, sir, and those days are very.
Those days are for what?
Easy for us, sir, because we have all the days, all the time.
Yeah, but a man of your intelligence wouldn't even need a day to do that. You could do it in half an hour.
So the issue is, sir,
a man of your intelligence can do this in half an hour.
But we do not have that half an hour, sir.
Yes. Before you go to bed at night, you can do it. All right. Okay, all right. Enjoy your lunch and Sister Hooper. Hooper.
Yes.
Hooper.
Yes.
Let me see. Okay, I have another appointment this evening. Anyway, I will try to get back before 5 o'clock. I have a 4 o'clock appointment at the church building. I'm supposed to meet with a couple, but I'm going to call them and see if they can either have it maybe earlier, like from 3:30, so we can finish at least 10 to 5. It wouldn't take more than 10 minutes to get home.
Okay then.
Right? And if I am not home on time, then just hold on for another 10 minutes.
Sure,
I'll be there.
absolutely.
So, sir,
Yes, sir.
so the final decision is that for the vocabulary test tomorrow is 11 and 12.
No, you can do them on separate days. Okay? You can do them on separate days. You can do them on Saturday. You can do them on Sunday. I will just let Tito organize with you which day is the best day. Okay?
Yeah.
Sir,
Yeah. Yes, sir.
please remember concerning the book, sir. When you will come tomorrow, sir.
Yeah. If I remember. I ever call me to remind me again.
Yes, sir. I will do so later on.
Okay.
All right, sir. Well, sir.
Okay, everybody.
All right. You have a good afternoon. Enjoy your meal. I am
Thank you.
going on the,
You too.
yeah, I'm going on the road now.